The Philadelphia Eagles just made a very interesting move ahead of this year's NFL playoffs, and they have decided to claim Buffalo Bills safety Lewis Cine, a former high draft pick, former Georgia Bulldog, which you guys know, the Eagles and Howie Roseman, they love these dudes. They're absolute dogs, no pun intended, right? We've seen how a bunch of those guys have panned out for this team already, and they add another one. Now, what I want to do in this video was kind of break down some of his film from this season. You guys do have to understand that he's been bouncing on and off rosters, but the Eagles do a really good job in terms of developing talent and getting the most out of their players. I mean, look at Nolan Smith, look at Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis and Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. All of these young guys are really playing out of their minds, and I feel like Lewis Cine is a guy coming into the NFL who had untapped potential, just never really found it, right? And sometimes all you need is a change of scenery. So on this play, keep in mind, Tanner McKee, we're going to get a, you can have a bubble here with these two blockers at the bottom side of your screen. We can hand it off to a running back up the middle or keep it as well, right? Lewis Cine is playing off the edge, kind of in line with this tight end. Now, his job is to contain the edge. I like Lewis Cine near the line of scrimmage because this dude is fearless. He doesn't really, second guess himself. Whenever there's a guy coming at him, he's going to go out and make a tackle. A lot of DBs in the NFL nowadays are scared to get that contact, right? Lewis Cine is not one of those guys. He's going to do what it takes, and I know, he's not the only one that gets his tackle here, but like I said, in this video, I wanted to break down some film from this season. I cannot stand the people who go to 2022 and be like, oh yeah, this is what he was doing 2 years ago. No, let me show you what he did this season when he was on the field, and again, this is not going to be a perfect signing, but I do like the potential. Let me know in the comments down below your letter grade of the signing, and do you think he'll end up making the team throughout this season in the future? Let me know what you guys think. Let's dive into some film. All right, here's another play I really like, and let me actually take myself off the screen here. So we're going to see Lewis Cine right here on your screen. I love his ability to read, react, and then attack without overcommitting to certain running lanes, right? So we're going to get a handoff up the A-gap here. Now, the most dangerous thing in football, guys, and I'm sure you all know, is the cutback lanes. As a running back, whenever you're able to find a cutback lane and nobody's there, okay, you might be gone, right? And what do I mean by that? So as this play gets snapped, we're going to see the handoff up the middle, all right? So what Lewis Cine does, instead of overcommitting, right, we can clearly see they're running up the middle. Instead of him going and attacking that gap, he's playing slow, okay? Let's see, what hole do you actually pick? Because again, if they're able to get him to overcommit, and then boom, he cuts back, gets by 21. Now 11, Trey Tucker is getting to that third level, getting to that backside safety. This could be a massive game, right? Instead, he's going to read, react, engage in a block, and be able to get right off it and get a tackle here. Great job by Lewis Cine, not overcommitting. So many mistakes are made when guys overcommit to the first running lane, when the cutback lane is the most dangerous thing. Again, let's watch it one more time. Lewis Cine, instead of overcommitting, waits, reacts, attacks. Let's go. Great play by Lewis Cine again. All right, here's another play by Lewis Cine. We're going to see him right here. Now, he's going to be responsible for the flats in a zone coverage. However, they want him to chip off this guy, right? Hedge his route just a little bit and slow him down. Now, what we're going to see route concept-wise is we're going to get basically a curl, and then we're going to get a flat by a tight end getting into this little flat area, right? And again, his responsibility is not the hard flats here, but the chip and then get to kind of that soft squat type of area, right? We don't want this guy getting an out or a speed out to that first down marker, so we're just going to have him play that flat, all right? So boom, he's going to turn back to the quarterback as the ball is coming out. Boom, overcommits, makes a good play on the ball carrier, and again, doesn't have any fear, right? He's going to play his zone, and he's going to make it work. He's going to make it happen. Yeah, they pick up 4 or 5 yards, puts his shoulder down, gets in there, and makes sure that guy doesn't pick up any extra yardage. Again, I like his ability to just not be nervous when it comes to tackling, especially with a big fullback tight end guy like 44 on the play. Let's go. All right, here we go again. So now it looks like we're in man coverage. This is what it looks like, right? We're trying to show the quarterback we got man coverage all the way down, potentially right here. You don't really know where the man coverage is, but it looks like it, right? Maybe here. Now, instead, we're actually going to late send him off the edge, and he does a really good job disguising it. A lot of the times, you'll see these safeties creep up maybe 3 seconds early, allowing the quarterback to make a quick adjustment. But at this time, he waits perfectly. They have no time to make any adjustments. It still looks like now he's just press man coverage, but instead, boom, takes off. Very quick awareness. Ends up getting the sack on the quarterback. And let me adjust this so you guys can see it a little bit better. But again, I love the way this dude plays football. And in 2023, when he played a ton, PFF graded him out as a 66.3 overall, which is about 67th among 174 safeties in the NFL. So honestly, within the top half of the safeties in the NFL in 2023, right? He was ranking 63.2 among all safeties, 85th overall. In a run defense grade, and then his pass coverage was a little bit lower, but 104th out of 174 safeties. So yes, there are some areas of his game that need to improve, but on the outside looking in, I will continue to say it. This dude has the intangibles to be a really good player, especially in the box as a tackler, in the run defense. If he can get his coverage up a little bit, which I'm telling you right now, this secondary in Philadelphia, they've got some really good mentors, some guys that can really show him the ropes. And, man, that's something I'm excited about. Tell me you don't see a little CJ Gardner-Johnson in this dude. Telling you, watch him develop. Alright, before we get any further into the video, guys, quick disclaimer. I'm not saying that he's going to come in here and be a day one starter. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar, but I've always liked his potential. And do I think he could be a better player for them? Do I think he can develop under this defense? Yes, I really do. And that's the reason I like this addition. Is there some underlying injuries that they might be going through? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they just like him. Maybe they just wanted to add him and see if they can bring him into next season. I don't really know. But real quickly, hit that like button if you want more of these type of breakdowns. The offseason is right around the corner. I'm going to be posting a bunch of videos just like this for free agency, the drafts, trades, whatever happens in the offseason, I got you guys covered. So make sure you join the family if you haven't already done so. It's free to subscribe, and we will be covering them throughout the entirety of the season, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game during the playoffs and the offseason as well. Alright, so here's another play. Now, obviously, I don't want to be that YouTuber that just shows you every great play that happens from Cine. I'm going to show you the plays that maybe he doesn't do well. Maybe he doesn't do the best he could have done, right? So right here, we're just going to see a quick stick concept where he's going to stop over the middle, right? It's going to be man-to-man coverage all the way down. Cine, it will be guarding off coverage tight end, right? So boom, we're going to get the quick out. We're going to get the stick route right here. Nothing you can really do because we're in off coverage. The reason we're in off coverage, we don't want to get beat deep down the middle of the field here, or maybe on the out or a dig, right? So we're playing off coverage. Again, that's just what he's in. Attacks it pretty well. Make sure he doesn't fight for any extra yardage. They do pick up maybe an extra yard or two, but doesn't break the tackle. I feel like Lewis, most of the time, is a very sure, reliable tackler, which is another reason I think he could be a good player. They just got to find a way to bring that confidence level back up to where it was at Georgia, man. This dude was an absolute dog. Can we get him back to that style of play? I think it's possible. I guess we'll see. All right, another play I absolutely love. So the first thing we're going to recognize here is we're in man-to-man coverage once again. Lewis is going to be responsible for the running back out of the backfield, who's quickly just going to get into the flats, right? Again, we're going to watch Cine read, react, and then attack, right? So boom, he sees where the running back is going. We got man-to-man coverage. He avoids all these little picks that they try to do. They don't do it well enough because he's too quick, reads, reacts, gets to the outside, and then comes up and makes a nice tackle. No yardage picked up at all. Might have even been a loss of 1 yard. Either way, this dude's got really good reaction time. You can tell just by his intangibles, he could be a really good football player. Really good football player. And I'm just waiting for that breakout to happen. Still very young. Still has a lot of opportunity to grow as a player. Oh, good tackle. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next Eagles update. Peace.